Hello and welcome. This is Shay Dixon, and I'm here to explain everything, hopefully, that you need to know about Senator Jeanne Shaheen's Epidemic, Barrier, and Outbreak Act, or S4929, which was referred to the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations on June 24th of this year. So, as noted in the bill's description, it is to require continued participation by the United States in the World Health Organization, or WHO, and for other purposes. These other purposes refer to the bill's acronym, the Ebola Act in short. The acronym was derived from one of the greatest purposes the bill is meant to serve, that is, compelling, perhaps otherwise complacent American leadership to join in the fight against the Ebola virus outbreak in Central and Eastern Africa. So, if the bill becomes law, first, the President, Donald J. Trump, must take the appropriate steps to rejoin the U.S. with WHO, with the help of Secretary of State Marco Rubio, within 30 days of the bill's enactment into law. And two, to immediately begin coordinating with WHO on the Ebola outbreak response in Central and Eastern Africa. To carry this out, the bill enables Congress to allocate whatever funds might be necessary, including money to pay WHO membership dues or other financial obligations to restore our participation, and also any money that's potentially needed to support the efforts of WHO and the UN in their responses to the Ebola outbreak. That might include voluntary contributions to bolster the strength and the speed of the response, or just to offer basic program support. Now, this is all great news to somebody like me. After all, I am an ambassador for the Borgen Project, which is an international nonprofit that advocates for U.S. legislation to address global poverty, global hunger, and global disease relief. But why should New Hampshire Senator Jeanne Shaheen care about the Ebola outbreak in Africa? Why should U.S. citizens or New Hampshire residents like me see their hard-earned tax dollars siphoned into relief across the world? The basic math behind foreign relief policy, which many people don't want you to know in politics, is that small investments in the poor, anywhere in the world, can result in major returns on investment for countries like the United States. For example, we invested around $13 billion in the Marshall Plan to rebuild Western Europe in 1948, and today that investment is estimated to result in around $318 billion in annual U.S. exports. Similarly, we invested around $5.5 billion in South Korea between 1960 and 1979, and we now see around $56 billion in return in annual exports. As for our partnership with WHO in the fight against global disease, the benefits are monumental to our own assurances of public health, national security, and economic prosperity. These may sound like just buzzwords, but the fact is instability over there is a huge threat to our stability back here. So, to put it plainly, the world's poor are the biggest untapped pool of consumers. Helping other people do better helps us do better too.